It's a story that includes blood-curdling accounts of elaborate human sacrifice. But is that just Roman propaganda? Or could the Druids really have conducted such ceremonies? I'm travelling across Anglesea to find out. There's certainly a powerful sense of pre-Roman history here. It's not hard to imagine Iron Age Celtic people living and worshipping on this enigmatic island. One thing above all others that the Romans seemed to hate and fear about the Druids was their practice of human sacrifice, the most terrifying manifestation of which was this, the Wickerman. Roman historians claim the Druids built giant wicker effigies in the shape of a man, caged sacrificial victims inside, and burnt them to the ground. David Freeman and his team from the Tallern Archaeological Group are using traditional woodworking techniques to build our very own wicker man, to see whether such a thing could really have existed. Do we really know that this actually happened?
We've got 2 pieces of documentary evidence. No physical evidence, though, unfortunately.
Mind you, this is not so much a wicker man, more a wicker pair of trousers, isn't it?
It looks that way at the moment. The top half of him will be a different colour, sort of from the waist upwards. But, of course, we're not going to stuff it with human beings.
What are we going to put inside
We're actually going to stuff it with straw so that we get a good flare, a good effect.
I'm kind of a bit disappointed, really.
It is a bit of a shame, really.
Yeah. Is it difficult to make?
The main framework's going all right. My big problem is as soon as we start to bend in smaller circles. Willow should bend extremely easy, but we're so short of water in the wood at the moment, it's just breaking.
I hope you're going to be able to make it in time. What you may not have noticed is that Victor is lurking behind us, scribbling away, and given that it's Victor, yes, here we have a wicker man. That's pretty amazing, Victor. Look at this little arm. That's horrifying.
It's horrific, actually. I hope they can get somewhere near it, because I particularly like the head. It's made out of leaves and things.
Oh, there's a little face here as well. If it's going to look anything like that, it's going to be really spectacular, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be.
Quite looking forward to this. See you later, Dave. There's no sign of Druids back on our Iron Age, a world the Romans tell us was dominated by the Druids. They claim the Druids burnt sacrificial victims inside giant wicker effigies. But is this just Roman propaganda? We're building our own wicker man to find out. But dry willow and strong winds are making things tricky. They've got their work cut out if he's going to be ready to burn tonight. And back inside our Iron Age, this exposed hill bears witness to the island's darkest hour. David's really come on, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Growing nicely. We're almost on the last stage.
Despite dry willow and strong winds, Dave and his team have proved it would have been possible for the Iron Age Celts to build a wicker man. Let me show you the head. Does that remind you of anybody? As Dave puts the finishing touches to our wicker man, it's easy to forget that 2,000 years ago, this would have been a gruesome spectacle. But stuffed with straw instead of humans, it's far from terrifying. In fact, it feels strangely familiar.
Drink to you, mate.
Phil certainly seems to be feeling a connection. It's tempting to find faint echoes of this ancient custom in our modern traditions, from corn dollies and the Green Man to Guy Fawkes. How much of the ancient British way of life did the Romans really destroy? How much do we owe to that elusive elite, the Druids?
It's a bit like Phil, he usually falls over at this stage in the evening.
Cat's still unscathed, though.
Log on to the website at channel4.com/timeteam to read more about Anglesea.